2023's top 7 investment locations in Istanbul. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Minute Talks. We as Property Turkey are your eyes and ears in the Turkish property market. We have been active since 2001, and with sizable database, we follow the past and present trends of all areas within Istanbul. And today, I'll give you 7 locations where we believe will make investors happier over and above other locations. Now, the methodology for this is that we look at the price trends, demand for the area, we look at the supply in the area, we look at municipality plans and overall popularity, and also we look at if there is a price dip compared to the neighboring areas that is likely to be evened out in the near future. Now, before I begin, I'd like to say that there's no particular order here. I'll name the newest ones before the oldest ones. That does not, however, mean that the number 1 is better than the number 7. Also, my introduction of the areas will be as brief as possible because I'd like to cover all of them. If you're interested in any of them, send us a direct WhatsApp message with this number to get in touch with our consultants here to obtain more information, and they'll plan your investment accordingly. And that's being said, let's begin. Number 1, Basin Express. Yes, you heard it right. Basin Express is located in what we call the Zone 2 of the European side of Istanbul. It's not too far from the center of Istanbul. On a loose traffic day, you can be at the center in about 20 to 30 minutes, depending on where exactly you want to be. It's an area that takes its name from Basin Express Media Highway that links the 2 major highways in Istanbul, the E5 and the 10. For those who are familiar with the area, it's the road between the old Ataturk Airport and now the future National Garden of Istanbul and the Mall of Istanbul. This has used to be an area that 6-7 years ago we sold a lot. It was going through an urban regeneration, and people who invested there have already made decent money at the time, and for about 2 to 3 years ago the prices of the area have matured. Now, though, because of the overall price growth in the city of Istanbul, the already matured prices of Basin Express have become affordable again. And recently we have started selling there. It's just a matter of time that the price dip gets levels again. This area, in my opinion, is definitely an area to look out for in 2023. Number 2, Çekmeköy. Çekmeköy is an area that qualifies for the best of both worlds concept. It's located on the Asian side of Istanbul and sandwiched between the busiest parts of the city and the forest. It's a perfect area for families. As our senior investment consultant Ferris Stoiver puts it, it's where you have a very easy access to local villages within the Belgrade forest where you can get fresh dairy milk, organic eggs, free-range meat, and vegetables directly plucked from the land. Well, he actually has a great point. It's a perfect area for families who want to have the lifestyle not too far away from the city. The prices in Çekmeköy, though, have not yet caught up with the prices in the neighboring Ataşehir, Ümraniye, and Beykoz districts. It's becoming very popular amongst the people who are looking for homes that are larger in sizes and projects that have large social facilities such as the security, the concierge, the car park, the gym, pool, hammam, sauna, and lots of other amenities. Çekmeköy will definitely be a star on the Asian side in the near future. Number 3 that we're talking about, Kartal, Maltepe, Dragos. Yes, Kartal and Maltepe are 2 adjacent municipalities on the Asian side, and unlike Çekmeköy, it's not sandwiched between the forest and the city, but the sea and the city. Just like Çekmeköy, it qualifies for the best of both worlds concept. It's a pretty connected area. You can be in the center of the Asian side in about 15 to 20 minutes. If you want to cross into Europe, it'll take you about 30 minutes. It has a 30 kilometers of uninterrupted coastline upon which you have parks, ports, entertainment centers, recreational areas, running and walking parkours. It's been an area that we presented to our clients a year and a half ago, and people who have invested there have already gained some handsome capital appreciation. However, these areas have not yet reached to their full potential. Within these municipalities, there are serious urban regeneration programs going on at a pretty large scale. There will be some groundbreaking projects coming up. Please be notified of that. We have the information from the municipality and the government plans to confirm that there will be new attraction centers created in this part of the city. It's an interesting area to look at for many, many years to come. So Kartal, Maltepe, and Dragos, these areas, keep on your mind. Number 4, Ümraniye, Ataşehir, and the Finance Center area. Okay, most of you guys are already familiar with the Istanbul International Finance Center, where 80,000 industry professionals will be circulating every day. It's one of the most ambitious projects laid out by the government, and next year in 2023, it will be inaugurated, and it has already uplifted the face of the residential areas around it. Now, yes, the residential complexes nearby have already matured to a certain extent, but they have not yet reached to their full potential because the center is not yet operational. The last wave of the price increase will come within the first and the second year after the center's inauguration. So I would suggest to still look out for Ataşehir and Ümraniye districts. Look out for residential projects that are finished or under construction within the 15 minutes radius of the finance center. Number 5, Fikirtepe. Look at what's happening now. Çekmeköy, Kartal, Maltepe, Ümraniye, Ataşehir, and Fikirtepe. All of these areas have one thing in common, and they're all located on the Asian side. And I'm very happy to see that the mental blockage towards these areas on the Asian side, especially from the foreigners, is being lifted. Now, foreigners are looking at the area more and more. It's a great thing because for Turks, it has been a fan favorite for many, many years. You need to think like a Turk and buy like a Turk because when you come to exit, your most likely buyer is going to be a Turkish person. Anyway, we have done a full episode about Fikirtepe, not just one, in a couple of times. It's a very, very, very central location in Istanbul. Years ago, it used to be one of the worst slums of Istanbul, but today, Fikirtepe has changed. Completely the opposite. Highly sought after for everyone. The final stage of its urban regeneration will be completed in about 3 years or so, and you'll be looking at another Maslak on the Asian side. There's a lot that can be said about Fikirtepe, but I'll leave it at that. Buy as many properties as you can in Fikirtepe and hold it. It's a buy and hold location that'll favor investors big time in years to come. Number 6, Kağıthane. Yes, good old Kağıthane. It's an area of central Istanbul in the European side, literally 5 minutes walk from where we are in Şişli. Kağıthane was a big shanty town for decades. It was a shanty town on steroids, so to speak. The government, with the private contractors and the municipality, has launched a comprehensive urban regeneration program there. And 3 years ago, when we first launched Kağıthane to our clients, the prices were nowhere near what they are now. The newly built affordable luxury residential projects in the area have made investors very handsome gains. But it's not over yet. In 2023, Kağıthane is still one of the best investment locations in the city. Because despite the increase, the price dip is still very much visible there. The property prices in the neighboring Maslak, Levent, and Şişli are becoming untouchable right now. And Kağıthane, with its central location and with its amazing connectivity, provides a solid alternative for all these locations. For long-term and short-term holders, Kağıthane will stay as a great choice. It has, is, and will continue to outperform its neighbors in the capital appreciation game. In 2023, 2024, 5, 6, 7, and 8, Kağıthane will stay as a moneymaker location until the price dip is completely flattened. Right now, it rewards the investors with gains above the current price growth in Istanbul. Number 7, Eyüp, Gaziosmanpaşa, Zeytinburnu, and Sefaköy. Okay, hold on, Aladdin. This is too much, I hear you saying. Well, yes, I understand it's a large area. However, I'm referring to the pockets within the Zone 2 of the European side of Istanbul. Eyüp, very central location. It's an urban regeneration area, still fairly affordable and very well connected. It has experienced a price growth in the past, and it continues to experience outstanding price growth. There are some pockets within Eyüp, such as the areas closer to Kağıthane, such as the Ali Beyköy area. Now, I wouldn't say the historic part of Eyüp is a great investment location. I think this large municipality has more than a few pockets within it that are great for investment. So I think these are the areas that we should concentrate on. And Gaziosmanpaşa, on the other hand, not a name you might have heard before. Again, similar to Eyüp, there are some pockets within it where things have started happening, especially areas that are closer to metro stations. For Gaziosmanpaşa, transportation is the biggest problem. Whenever and wherever it is solved, you position yourself there. Zeytinburnu, it's a pretty local neighborhood of Istanbul, pretty large as well. There are some pockets within Zeytinburnu, again, that are close to E5 highway where new projects are coming up. The good thing about the projects in these areas that they are generally larger projects that can change its immediate surrounding to create a luxury living spaces. And finally, Sefaköy is an area that's adjacent to the Grand Istanbul National Park, which is currently under construction, and once it's completed, it will be 3 times larger than the Central Park in New York, and definitely will uplift the surrounding residential areas. Anything you can buy that is adjacent to the new Istanbul National Park will make investors happy. Alright guys, as I said, I haven't gone into much detail here because believe me, I could go on about an hour about each and every one of these areas. So if you would like to know more information about these specific areas, with this WhatsApp number, reach out to us with the link down in the description box below. Send in an inquiry. One of our consultants will reach out to you and they are going to identify your specific needs, and hopefully you guys will take it from there. Thank you very much for watching and see you in the next one.